It has been said that if you build a better mousetrap, the world will beat a path to your door. Come along inside with me. Necessity is the mother of invention. About 25 years ago, I started having problems from a prior back injury such that certain exercises became intolerable. Barbell bent over rowing was one of those exercises. Anytime I would bend over to pick up a weight, even an empty bar, my feet would go numb. So I set about looking for a solution, a way to still train my back without exacerbating my injury. Most of the supported rowing benches on the market, perhaps all of them, honestly, consist of a board that you lay across, a long axis support, where the board itself gets in the way of the proper range of motion for the bar, and because it presses on the abdomen, it makes it difficult to breathe. At least it did for me. I combined my knowledge and experience in chiropractic and my knowledge and experience in bodybuilding, and the knee chest rowing bench was born. With a chiropractic style headpiece where you could breathe, you were supported at the chest and face, but this area was completely open, nothing to get in the way of the bar, nothing to press on the abdomen. I was so excited. This was my golden ticket. This was my better mousetrap. I set about immediately to get a patent for it, before I even had a prototype made. Patents take a long time. This one took 4 years to get and ultimately cost $10,000. In the meantime, I contacted every single equipment manufacturer I could find, every publication for bodybuilding, powerlifting, strongman training, anything I could find, any professional athletes who mentioned having back injuries that were limiting their training. I thought the world would jump all over this. They didn't. I got little to no interest whatsoever, a couple negative responses even. One of the exceptions to that was Robert Kennedy from the Muscle Mag International Publishing Empire in Toronto. He shared my enthusiasm. Mr. Kennedy contacted me and he said, "John, you've got to produce a prototype. And when you do, send me a working prototype and we'll test it for you in our gym at the Muscle Mag offices in Toronto and we'll publish it in your magazine for you." I was so excited. I set about having a prototype made. I drew something up, sent it to the manufacturer where I'd bought most of my weight equipment from. He was several states away. When I got the prototype, the first one, I tested it. It worked pretty well, but it needed a few modifications. It didn't have a foot anchor bar for one thing, and I found when I leaned on it with any real weight, my knees would slide off the bench. So I had this added, a couple other modifications, and I asked my manufacturer to take the second prototype, make it and just send it directly to Canada from his manufacturing facility in Michigan. Unfortunately for me, the second prototype, the one that was sent to Mr. Kennedy, was completely defective, completely unusable. The racks were welded directly in line with the center post. You couldn't have put a bar on it if your life depended on it. It was worthless. And Mr. Kennedy told me such. He contacted me, asked me to come retrieve my bench if I wanted it, and asked me not to send him another one. That window of opportunity had closed. Despite that, I pursued on, I got the patent, and over the next 7 years, I only sold 2 benches. So I ultimately, when I had some other financial issues as well, I had to let the patent lapse. Nonetheless, the knee chest row bench has been an absolute answer to my prayers. This bench has allowed me to continue training my back in the ways I was familiar with and in some new ways as well for the last 25 years. I do barbell bent over rows on it. I do one-arm dumbbell rows, 2-arm alternate dumbbell rows, spider curls. In addition to doing kneeling, I can flip the headpiece around to lean on it if I wanted to do it standing and bent over but still support it. It's been everything I'd ever hoped it would be and more for my training. Unfortunately, when I die, this idea will most likely die with me. I had CAD drawings made of it, put them in one of my books, The Reach for the Ring, for anyone who wants to make their own. But for whatever reason, this idea just never took off. If you build a better mousetrap, the world will beat a path to your door. If you repeat a fairy tale often enough, and with enough conviction, it starts to look and feel like an apparent truth to the masses, even though it is still false. There is no beaten path. I suspect that many a better mousetrap has been lost to the sands of time, aided and abetted by ignorance, greed, poor marketing, and unfortunate timing. We'll see you next time.